What's going on, guys? Seth and Chevy here. We watched Chainsaw Man, the movie Reze arc. We'll be talking non-spoiler. I think we're going to go non-spoiler here, so don't worry about any major plot points. But real quick recap before we talk about our thoughts on this movie. And this movie was, it sounds kind of weird to say this, but canon to the show, which if you're older like us,
direct sequel.
It's interesting that we get like movies that are actually canon. Back in the day, it was like always their own stories.
Yeah, they were like side story things.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool to actually go to the theater and see something that's actually part of the story. Anyway, basically in this movie, basic synopsis is Denji is in kind of a mental love triangle between Makima, his old crush, and his new crush, Reze, a girl who he meets randomly and starts developing feelings for. While that is unfolding, we have a lot of things going on with all the other characters you expect, but the bomb devil is introduced and is after Denji's heart, and they have to deal with that accordingly, which leads to a bunch of the crazy action you expect from Chainsaw Man. Is there anything else that I should mention in synopsis that's not spoilery?
No, I think that's pretty much the story, right? Without going into detail. Yeah. So I don't think you can really add much. So
yeah. And this takes place after season 1.
Immediately.
And it is a bridge to season 2, I believe. And yeah, we both watched it in the theater in Japanese. What do we think?
Yeah, well, I mean, so the first thing I'd like to say is that is 2 movies this year, to my knowledge, anime movies this year that have been so successful that the mainstream media talked about them. So kind of a weird time, like as an old anime fan, for me. It's like kind of strange to see like the news talk about Chainsaw Man. Like, so
I like it and don't like it because
yeah, it's a mixed bag.
I'm happy to see anime doing so well nowadays, but especially just having been around so long, seeing it being so popular now is crazy. But it worries me because it makes me think that a lot of like Western companies are going to want to...
Oh, that's already happening. Yeah.
I know, but they're going to want to get more involved with it and start like messing around with it. And I don't want them to dilute what has made anime so great for so long. But we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, you're just going to have to count on the production studios in Japan to stick to their brand and their bread and butter.
I hope
there's going to be some that are going to be okay with obviously like just taking a paycheck and making whatever, and that those things can still exist. That's fine, but as long as like that doesn't become the norm across the board.
Like Lazarus felt kind of westernized.
Yeah,
but that was through
that was paid
Cartoon Network
by an American company.
Yeah,
though, so
it was an Adult Swim show.
Yeah, so it wasn't even like a Japanese show with a Japanese idea. It was just made in Japan. So
yeah.
Anyway, so Chainsaw Man, right? So first off, they made this with the intention of making a movie, and it definitely shows. The quality is top tier.
Yeah, the first thing I thought after watching, even during watching it, I was like, this is an anime movie.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm watching a movie. Like we had seen the Demon Slayer movie, and I won't talk about it here because that's not what we're here to review. But when I left that movie, it's like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, legit movie.
It felt like a movie, and the quality's high, but it also felt kind of like in its pacing, kind of fragmented, almost like multiple episodes mashed into one thing. And it was still entertaining, but this feels like a movie, beginning, middle, end. There's a whole plot that plays out. And so, yeah, it feels like what you go to the theater for.
Yeah, and if I have not read the manga, but to my knowledge, I've read some people say that the Reze arc felt like it was almost movie-esque, anyways. So,
yeah, somebody we both know was saying that it's really short in the manga anyway, the Reze arc, and so I asked, I was like, so if almost felt like it lent itself more to a movie, yeah? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, do you think they did it justice with the movie? He's like, oh yeah. I'm like, okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the hidden inventory in for Jujutsu Kaisen,
Yeah.
because that was also really short, and that probably could have been a movie. Though I think having it be like a what was it, like 5-7 episodes, something like that.
I did see it as a movie in the theater.
Right, but when
not
it
that long
aired
ago.
originally, it was about a third of the season, roughly.
I think it was like 4 episodes, 4 or 5 episodes.
Maybe, yeah. It was short.
It was really short, yeah.
This feels like it would have been like the same thing, but they didn't like have a plan to obviously do more, right? So they just decided to do the movie, and just to kind of wrap back to the point of that, obviously, like visually, it's fantastic. They really made it movie quality. On top of that, audio design through the movie was definitely designed for like a theater surround sound experience. Like they really had fun with the audio design. They did a lot of the stuff that you kind of see in stuff like if you're familiar with like the Fire Force, and I heard Attack on Titan does it a little bit too, where it has like these insane sound effects when certain like abilities and stuff like that go off, especially in like the later half, a lot of the combat scenes, the sound effects for like attacks and stuff like that are just, I would love to try that with headphones as well. I'm sure it'd be fun. So, but it was like awesome. Just that big booming, system, and then like some of the attacks, the bass was like almost gone for a moment, and so you had this really crisp, clear sound that went into a bassy thing, and it was really fun. So
yeah, the audio design in this movie was fantastic. I really enjoyed what you're talking about, but also the way the music was done was really great as well, especially because there's parts of the movie where it was synced with things happening, and it would like cut with things happening in the moment. That was like such a pleasure to hear and see at the same time. Like I obviously good sound, good music's great, but like somebody actually putting the work in to kind of create this visual audio experience is definitely not wasted on me. Like I really appreciated it. I was like watching going like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
When they nailed it, it's like just perfectly on point. The sound with what was happening visually is so fucking cool.
Yeah, and which all just kind of just leads further into like the being able to have that kind of sound system, because most people don't have that in their house, right? And then I'm sure eventually when I get to watch it again from at a home environment with headphones, I'm sure it's going to be just amazing as well. So I'm looking forward to that when I get a chance to experience it that way as well.
Watching it again is also reminds me that after watching it, I wanted to see it again. Which I feel like that loosely with anything that I enjoy, but I remember, not to drag Demon Slayer, I really liked that movie, but when I watched it, I was like, okay, I'm ready for the next one.
Oh, yeah.
But this I watched like, fuck, I want to see that again, dude.
Yeah,
like that was crazy.
There's not a good like conclusion to Demon Slayer, because it's the arc is split into 3 movies.
It's like, it's
right?
still moving forward. So
Versus
it's like
we
an
got
episode.
A whole arc
yeah.
This movie, so.
Yeah, and you can watch this by itself again as a story.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah.
Yeah, because it has a beginning and a conclusion. And obviously not the big picture, but like the story we're told is contained. So the characters.
In fact, there was, sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good.
I read a couple people commenting somewhere about this, saying that they had taken people who had never watched the show, which I think is kind of weird, but they watched the movie on its own and they still were able to get it and they really enjoyed it, and then they went and watched the first season after that. So it does just work as a movie.
Yeah. Which is good design, right?
Yeah.
And if it's like that in the manga, the dude who wrote that, I can't remember his name right now. I think it's like Fujimoto or something like that. It got a good brain on him then. So, characters, obviously, like we know most of them, if not all of them, are all still very awesome. We got, some more moments with characters we saw at the end of season 1 as well. Got to get to know them a little better, which was fun. And then also obviously get introduced to, a couple of new characters, and they were also just done super well. The show, this property, I should say, it just has really cool characters like constantly. So even when they like introduce new ones, they just have so much like personality to them. Even like there's a throwaway character kind of in the middle of the movie. I don't want to say too much about him, but he's like kind of a psychopath basically. We barely see him, but like he just kind of fits right in like real easily. And kind of like, since I'm on that part of the movie already, They did a really good job subverting expectations and doing. You expect one thing, and then it goes to change, and then you go, okay, that kind of makes sense, but then it changes again. And you're like, whoa, okay, like so. So unless you like just know where the story's going, it was a nice surprise. I did, unfortunately, know aspects of the story, so it wasn't a huge surprise, but it was still very well done. So
I didn't, but it went in the direction I thought it was going to go. They try to throw you off. Like at first, I kind of guessed where it was going, and then they did something. I was like, oh, maybe I'm wrong, but then it was what I originally thought. So. But yeah, I'm not too worried about it being subvertive when it comes to expectations. But yeah, it does do a good job of kind of throwing things around a little bit.
well, yeah, like I don't expect a movie to like be 100% like a surprise and like me not like know where it's gonna go and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It just has to be done well, right?
Well, I don't even like to sit there and try and guess through a movie either. I'm just saying,
Sure.
like, with one of the major characters in it, I was like, kind of expect something from you.
Yeah. Yeah, the action was done super well, as expected
Fantastic.
by Mappa.
Yep.
And they definitely went. There's a very, very large scale encounter, which obviously we've seen in. Not to talk about JJK too much, but season 2 JJK was massive scale. So they're not strangers to that. Obviously, we got a little taste of that again, which was nice. So. Just this crazy, massive.
This was
fight.
finished though.
Yeah, this was finished. That's true. With multiple pieces happening, with multiple characters and stuff. So it was really cool to kind of see it all like happening at the same time. And even though like some of our side cast wasn't like super involved with like the main mission part of it, they were still like it was really cool to kind of like get their involvement and then getting to see their connective tissue at the end as well. Trying to be super vague, sorry. Yeah, and then the ending was satisfying. It was, it needed to happen for the story to continue, anyways. But I think the way they handled it was really good, like visually and like atmosphere was really good at the end as well. So. And if I had one little complaint is we barely got Power. She was in it for a little bit.
Barely in it.
She was fun both times you get to see her, but she's not really a main character in this story. So
a lot of the characters are just kind of on the side, which is completely fine because there's a main focus to the story and what we need to be paying attention to, and I think they absolutely nailed that. But yeah, we don't get a lot from certain characters that I was hoping for more from them, but we'll see them in the next season for sure. But
we also get to spend a pretty decent amount of time with Makima, who for the most part has been a mystery in this show.
Yeah, we get a little bit more from her than we've gotten from this first season, and that was kind of cool to explore the character because I only know that she has intentions that aren't completely clear, and she is definitely a manipulator. So to see more of her personality was definitely interesting.
Yeah.
Though.
Is it her personality? Comes the question, though, right?
Yeah, she could be manipulating, but also some of the more expected things you expect from Makima is on display in this movie as well. Yeah. So.
Overall, I had a fantastic time. I from start to finish had a blast. I have no actual complaints about it. I think it was just a very well done movie. So,
yeah, it's definitely the best experience I've had with an anime in a while. Anime movie. Definitely seen quite a bit of them, and I've went in and saw like the little ones that they do before a new season starts where it's like episodes mashed together. Like I saw the Kaiju number 8 one before last season started, and then Demon Slayer, all that shit. So this one definitely stands out for me. Even that Boy in the Heron movie or whatever, which I don't remember if we reviewed that or not.
We didn't,
but we should have. Yeah, this just like really was like, okay, this was worth going to the fucking theater, man.
For sure.
Yeah, real quick thoughts. The visuals are fantastic. The art style is awesome. I love, and I haven't read the manga, but from season 1, I love Chainsaw Man. It was an anime that instantly hooked me. So this movie was more of that, which was great. I love the art style of Chainsaw Man, and this definitely has that going on in a high budget cinematic way. We already went over the audio, but it's fantastic. I really like the story. I guess I don't really follow a whole lot of anime stuff. I don't really listen to what anime people are talking about, I guess.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. But I guess some people were not very happy with the beginning portion of this movie because it spends about 40 minutes, maybe 40, 50 minutes, kind of developing the story between characters and exploring basically a lot of Denji's emotions with his crushes. I won't go beyond that, but
a lot of that is like the same type of people who can't sit down and watch free run either. So
I think they just want the action.
Yeah.
And you get the action. You get it. It's really fucking good. Once the action picks up, they went all out. But you are doing this build up. But once the action starts, like the rest of the movie is just like nonstop crazy action. So if you are somebody who's just going to watch this for action for some reason, you didn't watch the first season of Chainsaw Man, maybe I don't know. I don't know why you went in just wanting just action, but you get it. But there's some really good character building and storytelling and like emotional charm that is so worth it. I was not bored for a millisecond watching this movie. I loved even exploring Denji further as a character because in season 1 he's kind of, I mean, he's 16, but like he's kind of like this like animal minded. I just want to eat and possibly touch some boobs, maybe do something beyond that kind of
super simple needs.
Yeah, simple stuff. And he explores emotions of like possibly falling for somebody, but also there's somebody else he was into too. He's 16. He's like, just exploring this stuff. And I think Reze, without talking about her too much, is a compelling and interesting character with a lot of layers.
Yeah, she's fun. That
she is a character super charming, and she's supposed to be. Watch it, you'll find out why. But like, I just absolutely loved that part of the movie. I like loved the slower stuff. I wish Power was more involved because Power's awesome, and the scenes that she is in are hilarious. She's great. But yeah, the slower stuff is fantastic. I absolutely loved it. Moving into the more action stuff, it's phenomenal. There were scenes I was just like, holy shit, this is crazy. Particularly a lot of stuff that they were doing with Map is really good about this anyway, but in Chainsaw Man particularly, maybe the manga's like this, there's a very cinematic look to Chainsaw Man. I don't mean that in like the quality or the visual, like the art style, but like for instance, there's a scene where they're in a room, and from one, I think it's when they're in the phone booth, and I won't talk about what's happening there, but from one shot, it's not a shot, but you know what I'm saying, there's a cup in the background and they're both talking, and then in the next shot the camera is behind that cup, so they have animated the 2D space from another angle that you wouldn't typically get from a lot of anime. Like a lot of anime, it's just like they've already made the background, everything's just going to happen in front of that background unless it's a 3D render. But in this, they're like drawing different angles of this same room and keeping things that were originally in that corner now in the front of the camera here to make it feel like it's being shot like a movie. And I absolutely loved that. And in the action sequences, you get a lot of really cool stuff like that. Not necessarily continuity in frames, but like just the cinematography of like going up a building as explosions are happening. That just looks crazy. You don't even necessarily have to see the action, but you're getting this idea of the destruction that just feels immense. Moving into, without talking too much about it, you've seen at least it's already been talked about, but the Bomb Devil being introduced as somebody who's after Denji. I don't follow any anime stuff, so I didn't really know much about the Bomb Devil, but really cool. Design, really cool, almost OP feeling abilities that feel scary because they're just so powerful, and the means in which they are willing to fight is just so Chainsaw Man, so chaotic.
They also spend a long time making sure you understand how powerful this character is.
Yeah.
Right. The main the main fight doesn't even happen for a while. It's a lot of just them
Build
going,
up.
here's the bomb devil. We're going to show you why they're a problem.
Yeah.
And we get a lot of that, and it's done very well. And like that character is super confident the whole time. Like there's not even a concern in their mind about like they're in control of everything, right?
Yeah.
So it's a very cool villain's not the word I want. What's that called?
Like an antagonist.
Antagonist. Yeah. Very well done.
Somebody who has different motivations.
Yeah. Something I thought of real quick as well. The animation, we brought that up, but they've used, it must have been just about every animation style under the sun for this, because they switch the styles so many times, and it's like really fun to watch. So.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, sorry.
Yeah, you get a really good variety of that, which is great. There's also, I don't know if I think they were shown in season 1, but I don't remember a whole lot. But Denji basically gets like a partner in this.
They're in like the last couple episodes.
Yeah. They get explored more in this, and I absolutely loved this character. They're so ridiculous. I don't want to talk too much about it. You should kind of watch.
I don't think it's too much spoilers. If you're like even paying attention to this and you haven't watched season 1, then I mean, why are you here, to be honest? But
yeah, it's kind of like a surprise right in the beginning of the movie, though, when they get partnered up. So just
all I'm gonna say is there's 2 characters at the end of season 1 that have very predominant roles in this movie. So.
Yeah. So yeah, this character's a lot of fun. Their abilities are crazy, and I like how they kind of use them jointly with Denji and his chainsaw abilities, especially making some really chaotic fight scenes towards the end, met with the Bomb Devil and somebody who helps the Bomb Devil as well. Turns into this crazy battle. Yeah, we also get to explore a little bit of Angel, who's in the very end of season 1. Yep. While not exploring them too much, to the point where I feel like we're going to get more from them in season 2.
They're definitely still a mystery.
Yeah, because after watching the movie, I'm like, I still don't know much about them, but they're interesting. So there's a really cool scene with them and Aki, though, that I would like to know more about. But
we mostly just explore their personality, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah. And then the whole thing ends in a way that felt I don't even want to say bittersweet. It's an emotional ending that I thought was very satisfying. Kind of expected, but expected in a good way. What I thought probably should happen, and it did. So, but it does leave you going like, man, that's a thing. So
yeah.
But yeah, overall, fantastic movie. Definitely some of the most fun I've had watching an anime in theaters. This felt like a big movie, a reason to see anime in the theater, reason to see movies in theaters. I'm not even going to hold it to anime.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic. If you haven't watched season 1 or think about watching this for some reason, you could do that. But you should also watch season 1 or watch this and go back.
Episodes.
Yes, it's short. And it's so worth your time. I thought season 1's fantastic. But this movie is really good. It's worth your time. You should see it in the theaters. Put the money towards it. Put money into theaters. Like, let's fucking keep theaters alive. But yeah, definitely worth your time and your money. So I almost want to go see it a second time. So while it's still in theaters. So yeah, that's my thoughts. Great movie.
Yeah.
Really good. What would you grade it?
I don't think I have anything I can even say against it. So I think I kind of have to give it an A+.
Yeah.
I think the pacing was, for me, perfect. I like delving into people's characters. So, and
especially how well they're written, and the dialogue's good, and the visuals are great,
well,
and the
and
humor's there, and the charm's there.
We're just given like moments that you could tell were designed to be cinematic moments, right?
Yeah.
Like, so like, I don't know. There's like a whole craft there that I don't get to experience much anymore, which I was like happy to like spend time with characters, and then just have scenes that are just meant to be artsy, right? That's the whole, like, I'm watching anime. If I want the story, I would be a manga reader. There's a reason I watch anime. I just want to experience a visual showcase, and that's what I got here. So, yeah, fantastic movie. Zero complaints. Like you said, you should go see it in the theater if you can. It's designed for it. It was a perfect movie theater experience. I do think it'll be a very good headphone experience as well. It's not the same, but just from an audio standpoint, I think it's going to be fun for headphones. But you should try to experience it in a movie theater just to nail that point in one more time. But yeah, A+.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going too strong if I say it, but I also just feel A+. I think I have no complaints. I enjoyed the whole thing. It had humor, it had emotion, it had charm. Pacing was, I have no complaints about pacing. I was not bored ever watching any part of this movie. I like every character that's on screen. It was just, they nailed it. This is really fucking good. Definitely one of the better anime movies I've seen in a while. So, yeah, A+. Got anything else you want to say?
Don't rush it, but I'm ready for more Chainsaw Man.
I'm ready for season 2. I forgot how much I liked Chainsaw Man because we watched season 1. I remember liking it a lot, but then watching the movie, I was like, oh yeah, dude, I love Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, though we get more Mappa next season, so because JJK is coming back. So
yeah, aren't they doing a movie thing?
I don't know.
I think they're doing the same thing a lot of them do, where they'll show some of the last episodes and then the first episode of the new season.
Probably.
So definitely we'll have to check that out. Yeah, next season we got JJK.
Everything.
There's 3 other things. Hell's Paradise.
Mappa doing 2 shows in one season.
And then there's 2 other ones, and I can't remember what they are. There's 2 must watches for me.
It's hard because I think I have 9 shows next season.
Yeah.
So which is rough.
So yeah, next season's going to be rough for sure, but we're only going to prioritize episodic reviews for 2 of those, and then do season reviews for the other 2 because it's just, I don't have time for all that. So
I don't know who does, to be honest. Next season's packed.
Well, watching it, let alone filming, editing, uploading, shit. So yeah, it's a lot. But yeah, we loved the movie A+, from both of us. Let us know in the comments what you think of this movie. Keep it spoiler free. If you do say anything spoiler, put a spoiler warning in your comment. I don't want to ruin this for people if they haven't seen it. But yeah, let us know what you thought of it. Favorite thing about it, least favorite thing about it. If you have any complaints, did it live up to the idea of a movie that you wanted, or did you feel kind of let down from it? Yeah, you ready for Chainsaw Man 2? And yeah, recommend us something to watch, anime, movie, whatever. We'll take into consideration, but we can't guarantee we will watch it. But right now, we got some time. There's actually, I got a recommendation to watch. Oh God, there's an anime movie that the guy. I think the guy who made Chainsaw Man. It's a movie made by the same person. So
I know what you're talking
and it's just a standalone movie. So maybe we should watch that and review that.
Yeah, dude has a bunch of short stories. That makes sense.
Yeah, so we'll check that out. But yeah, give us recommendations and stay tuned. We'll have more reviews for Round and a Half coming up. Anything you guys recommend, we'll look into. And yeah, until then, I've been Seth Chevy, and we will talk to you guys later.